Hi friends, some days ago I saw one news in the paper. In fact, I saw two news in two newspapers. In one paper there was a news regarding the success of some people, some students by cracking UPSC examinations. They became collectors, IPS officers and IFS officers. And in the second paper I saw a news where one person committed suicide because he was not able to crack exam. He came across failure in the examination. Now when I saw these two news, I was a little bit under stress. I could not control my emotions. In one paper there is a news, there is a very happy news, and in the second paper there is a news which is a sad one. So you could see the difference between these two news. One is very happy news and the other is very sad news. Some people have cracked UPSC examination and one person is there who was not able to crack or get success in examination and he committed suicide. So these are the two extreme points. One is the happiest point and the second one is the lowest, worst point. So I told to myself that why is this happening? Why some people score good number of marks? Why some people get the desired post? And why some people who do not crack the examination and they try to attempt suicide? I was very much sad. I was very much depressed. I was very much under a lot of emotions, and I thought that I should talk on this particular subject in a detailed way. Now, in Maharashtra, if you go and check before 20 years ago or 15 years ago, you will find that the competition was not that much severe. At that time also people used to give examination, competitive examinations, but the level of competition, the strength of competition was not that much high. People were trying to give examination, but it was not this fearsome. But now if you go in the society and if you check, you will find that there are so many people, lakhs of people are appearing for competitive examinations, and the competition is fearsome. You just cannot imagine the level of stress, the level of competition we are having at the moment, and we cannot compare that with the competition level, the fearsome competition level which used to be in the past. There is a hell lot of a difference. So the main point is that earlier 15-20 years ago, the stress level or the level of competition was not that much high. It was there, but it was not that much high. But today it is absolutely frightening, fearsome, and n number of people are appearing for competitive examinations, and we know that there are only 100 or 120, 150, 200, 300 posts are there, vacancies are there, and almost 1 lakh, 2 lakh, 3 lakh people appear for that examination. So it is a common sense that everybody cannot get selected. Only a handful of people will get selected and everybody will not get selected. So first of all, you have to understand that there is a fearsome competition and there is every single chance that you might not crack the desired examination, competitive examination. In case you do not crack the competitive examination, some people feel depressed and some people feel even more depressed, and in that depression they go and commit suicide. But suicide is not a solution. We should not go and do suicide, commit suicide. So first of all, there are 2 points which you need to understand. The first point is that in society we see that people are only preparing for constable examination, PSI examination, STI examination or STO examination or steno examination, like this. They have got this ambition in their mind that I want to crack this examination of constable, I want to crack this examination of PSI, STI and STO and steno. They don't look beyond. If you really want to work in government sector, there are n number of opportunities. There are n number of sectors. You can go beyond the fixed framework. The failure happens when you go only for 3 or 4 examination. There are thousands of examinations which you can give and you can become officers of government. So you have to understand what are the opportunities. What is the opportunity in defense sector? What is the opportunity in security forces? What is the opportunity in code? What is the opportunity in other government sectors? You have to understand, you have to find out the number of opportunities that are available in government sector. If you just stick to say PSI, STI or say constable, then it is bound that you will failure, you will find failure, you will come across failure. Everybody cannot become a class 1 officer. You cannot become a collector. Everybody cannot become a collector. Everybody cannot become an IPS officer. So you have to understand the reality. Uh, we wish you all the best for your success, but we have to understand the reality that we cannot become officers. All cannot become officers. So you have to go beyond the framework. There are thousands of examinations available, so you can give those examinations and you can make your career, you can make your bright career. So first of all, you have to understand the opportunities that are available in the market as far as government sector is concerned, and just don't just stick to the PSR, STI, or say constable or steno examination. Go beyond the framework. Find out the number of examinations that are available. Find out the number of sectors that are available. Find out the number of opportunities that are available in government sector, in different government sectors. So do not just stick to one examination. So this is one thing. And the second thing is that you have to come up with a backup plan. See, it is very simple. If there are say 10 lakhs of people who are giving competitive examination, then everybody cannot get selected, and there are only a handful of vacancies like 200, 300. So rest of the people will come across failure. So when you want to prepare for competitive examination, the first thing that you need to do is that you need to make a plan B. I want to give competitive examination, but I have to be ready with plan B. What happens if I face failure? What happens if I come across failure? At that time, I need to have my plan B. I need to have the backup plan, because if I face failure in competitive examination, then I must be having my plan B. Here, what happens is that people, the students, they prepare for examination for 3 years, 4 years, 5 years, and once they face failure, they don't know what to do, because they have spent almost 3 to 4 years. They have dedicated almost 4 to 5 years in preparing for examination, and they suddenly come across failure, and now they don't have any experience. They have spent the energetic years of their life in preparing for examination, and they are not able to crack the examination. At that time, what happens is that they don't know what to do. If they go and do a job in private sector, the private sector will ask them, what did you do in 4 to 5 years? You did not have any experience at all, so we cannot hire you because you don't have any experience. At that time, what will happen? You need to be having a plan B, a backup plan. If you don't have a backup plan, then you might feel depression, and some people might get even more depressed and they might commit suicide. For example, if I want to give the examination of say judge, I want to be a judge. Is it like I am the only person who is preparing for examination? There are n number of people who are giving, who might give that examination of judgeship. So at that time, there is a chance that I might not get selected. In that case, I need to be having a backup plan. I should make a planning. If I don't become a judge, if I fail to crack the examination of judge, then I will join a company as a legal consultant. I will join a senior advocate as a junior. I will learn what advocacy is. I will learn how the work is going on in legal department in companies. I will understand that. I will join a company as a legal consultant. I will join a company as an advisor. I will join a senior advocate as a junior advocate. You need to be having such kind of plans, backup plans. If you don't have this backup plan, then obviously you will wander around without knowing what to do. You should know what you should do if you failure in competitive examinations. So the first thing is that you need to understand the n number of opportunities that are available in market in government sector. Think beyond the framework. Just don't stick to the 2-3 examination. This is point number 1. And the second point is that you need to be having a backup plan. You should have the backup plan. If you don't have a backup plan, then you will fail. You will feel that you don't know what to do. You will feel depressed. So there has to be a plan B, and this plan should be made by you when you start preparing for examination. I know many people who started preparing for examination from the age 23, 22, and they have crossed almost 30 years of age, and still they are not able to crack examination. And now they say that I will not prepare for examination, I will do something else. But if they try to do something else, and if they go in the market to search a job, the person who is taking their interview, they will say, what did you do in the 7 to 8 years? You have no experience at all. At that time, there is a question of earning. There is a question of getting other job. You just cannot work in other sectors. So you need to have a backup plan. I will spend 3 to 4 years in competitive examination, but if I fail to crack an examination, I have this backup plan, and based on this backup plan I will make my career in some other field. So this backup plan has to be there, and once this backup plan is there, I am sure that you will not commit suicide, nobody will commit suicide. And if you can't make a backup plan, you can consult a career counselor, you can consult your teacher, you can consult an experienced person, and he will come up with a backup plan. He will understand you, he will analyze you, he will analyze your potential, and he will come up with a backup plan, and together you can sit together and you can find out what you want to do if you don't crack the competitive examination. So there has to be a plan B, backup plan. Thank you.